frankly, I believe some of the highest probability setups and trade sequences are frankly coming between 3 a.m. and 9 a.m. in the morning when there's no news in the U.S. You're coming off the prior day, and normally day 2 is readable based on what day 1 does. And you've got a bit of a situation where you almost have to be, in my view, a bit of a night owl to really pick up. I mean, we've had several overnight sessions where the range has been 12, 15 points. And then the intraday range, once the normal U.S. session starts, has been like 5.
Yeah, I know. It's terrible.
So, you have a few of those things. I mean, last year when the volatility hit, and I know a lot of people couldn't adapt to it, but I went for it. I went for the throw.
Yeah, it was a good time.
I pressed the accelerator because I figured that, I mean, that's when the good traders are going to want to push it. And I'm getting all misty-eyed as I say it because I
miss those days to you, Don. I miss those days.
Yeah.
January of 2008, really, until March of 2009 was great, and now we're back. We're going on. Oh God, it's 7-8 months. It's again, you have to thank your lucky stars, and you have to live in the moment, and that's where we are right now, and enjoy it. But it is a tough time. Do you find that, however consistent, do you find that the first hour and a half, last hour and a half is kind of where you're looking for most of your trades then?
Yeah, I think the easiest reads are typically in the morning.
Yeah.
Now, I say that with a grain of salt because I'm a morning guy and I'm usually pretty tired by the end of the day, so I don't trade particularly well in the afternoons. But even having said that, I think that the market reads are easiest at the open. I think you've got the majority of the participants there. You've got a feeding off of the prior day activity or the overnight activity, which I think can provide for some strong setups. But then beyond that, really, there's not a whole lot going on. And again, I agree with you in terms of the volatility. Those of us that understand this business, one of the largest lessons I learned really over the past couple of years was what I call this outlier concept. And a successful trader, even though we try to make money every day and every week and every month and all that kind of thing, and over time usually do fairly well, it's really those 1 or 2 trades over the course of a day, 1 or 2 days over the course of a week, a couple of months over the course of a year, or a couple of years over one's career, where you just know it's time to floor it.
Right.
And you put the sizes on, and you schedule your time accordingly, and that's really what a good trader does. It's like playing poker and knowing what to do when you have the nuts. When you've got the full house, someone else has got the straight. You know who's hurting. You know when to bet big.
Yep.
And really, that's what that was the missing piece, I think, in my trading 2-3 years ago. That's really come home to roost. And I now feel I really get it. I get the whole package.
Right.
And when I teach, for example, that's the part I try to get. Try to get through to people because you don't see those in the trading 101 textbooks.
No, you don't, and you can't get that experience unless you, as we talked about again before coming on air, unless you've been there and you've traded it, and a lot. I wouldn't call it gut. It's a little bit of gut, but it is wisdom